think about the flip side is also, oh, well, thank you, Dr. Jared. Thank you for the heart meat. That's very much appreciated. It is going to be probably, if you're used to working for yourself, and running your own business, it's going to be probably hard to get used to kind of the 9 to 5 structure, working for somebody else, having somebody reporting to someone instead of, being in control of how and what you do. Has been a really good day in those regards. So I'm more than happy. It's been really good. I want to thank everyone for those. I would say, if you do have a question, please, pop it down below. If you've been sending out CVs. Hey, Fifi. There is. Are you UK based? Are you UK based? Okay. Look for your local combined authority. Now, your local combined authority will have something for business incubator, kind of business startup. They will give you, each one is a little bit different on how they approach things. And so I have been using my business, my local authority, to start my own kind of CV cover letter interview prep business. And they've been just really wonderful with it. And they will, get in contact, be brutally honest with you. Absolutely no one knows how the algorithm works on TikTok. Anyone that sits here on TikTok and tells you they know, hey, Anthony, thank you for the follow. Anyone that goes on TikTok say that they know or they have worked at TikTok and they know how it works is, in my opinion, strictly my opinion, and for lack of a better word, full of shit. And I'll tell you why. Because the algorithm is a trade secret. Nobody knows how to work. Anyone that knows how to work has basically signed their life away with non-disclosure agreements, and they won't be able to talk about how it works or any knowledge of it. So anyone that sits there on TikTok that tells you they know, or they've kind of know because they work for TikTok, I don't believe is being brutally honest. Because again, I would suspect they would be signing their life away with non-disclosure agreements, and if they say is with TikTok, it is, probably better if you can focus a little bit on a niche area. So if you're doing Reiki, set up an account for Reiki that you'll just do strictly Reiki on, and try to keep yourself, focused on an account. Because if you start to do, being kind of a jack of all trades, actually you wind up being nothing, and you won't really get the followers you need or the people who are interested in it, because you're just kind of going all over the place and nobody is really going to be interested in all of it, because people are following you for a reason. And so if you can keep yourself focused on like 1 or 2 or 3 areas, parts of Reiki, and focus on like 1, 2, 3. I think it could be. I think it's just trying to, just keep yourself more focused, and I can just share some of it from my experiences on TikTok. Both my spouse and I are on TikTok. She has way more followers than I do. And what I will really say, you can't really rely on it being a predictable source of income. I know with my spouse's income has kind of ebbed and flowed. and it has in mine with kind of like the live streams I do, the few shoppables that I do. I can't really say I can make a living off of the shoppables um, or live stream. It does the income off of it really does ebb and flow, um, and so it she is Yorkshire Yank. She's been actually in the Daily Mail a few times with her stuff. So yeah, so as kind of like a job.